As discussed previously, all triads are made of 3 notes stacked in thirds. In this example, we have a G major chord, chord 5A, in the key of C major, written in its root position. We say that it is in root position simply because the root note G is the lowest sounding. Now, what if we transpose the root note an octave higher in a way that it is no longer the lowest sounding note? We can see that the chord notes are the same, but the lowest sounding note is now its third note, B. We now indicate that this is chord 5B, a chord in the first inversion. If we rearrange the notes once again such that the fifth of the chord, the D note, is now at the base, we then get a chord 5C, a chord in the second inversion. Again, note that we are playing with the arrangement of the chord tones, but they remain the same notes, G, B, and D. What differs is which note becomes the lowest sounding. To conclude, if you have your triads arranged in thirds, you would have found the root note to start with, and thus finding your chord. To find its inversion, look at which note is the lowest sounding. If the root note is the lowest, it is in the root position. If the third note is the lowest sounding, it is in the first inversion. If the fifth note is the lowest, it is in the second inversion. Let's go through more examples. Here's a chord in the key of A minor. We have 3 notes, E, A, and C. The first question to ask ourselves is, are the 3 notes arranged in thirds? The interval between E and A is a fourth, so the notes are not arranged in thirds. Let's rearrange them to A, C, and E. Now they are definitely in thirds. A to C is a third apart, C to E is also a third apart. Great, now we have found our root, the A note. That means this will be a tonic chord. The next question is, which note is at the base? The answer is the E note, the fifth of the chord. This tells us that the chord is written in the second inversion, therefore we label it as chord 1C. Now let's see if you're able to name these chords. Tick the right boxes that describe the chords and positions.